Kiefer here, and we'd like to share with you today what we believe is the best gift we've ever received. And that's the gift of health and of peace of mind. Our children may not agree with us. They may be more excited about receiving a Nintendo DS, but this is certainly more important and longer lasting.
Right. There's a huge healthcare crisis in this country right now, with the alarming rates of obesity, cancer, diabetes. Knowing the government isn't going to be able to solve the healthcare problem, it won't have the money it needs, we decided to take our health into our own hands and work toward preventative action for ourselves and our families.
Sure, and 90% of disease is preventable. The numbers vary, but most doctors will agree 80 to 90% of the top diseases, the killer diseases, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and stroke, are preventable. The part that we may not be able to control is what are the choices that our parents and grandparents made and what they were exposed to.
Right. Our bodies are amazing machines. They were designed to heal themselves. Given the proper fuel, a machine will run forever and won't break down. And given the proper nutrition, your bodies will work for a very long time and not break down.
And I've attended so many health and wellness seminars, and the one thing that most doctors seem to agree on is that all disease is a malfunction of cells. And that can happen in one of two ways. Generally, it's either a shortness of something in the body or an excess of something in the body. A shortness being a shortness of nutrition, maybe exercise, and an excess of probably toxins.
Right. Remember, everything we put in our bodies, on our bodies, around our bodies, the things we breathe, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the products we use, the chemicals in our lives, all affect our health, and that's really important to remember.
Sure. The world is a toxic experiment, and we're the lab rats, and so are our children, unfortunately.
Right. So do you want to feel better? Do you want to get rid of pain? Do you want to have more energy?
This is where we were at about 5 years ago, and we've made all those changes, and we couldn't be happier. We'd like to help you get started on that journey yourself, and it is a journey, but you can take baby steps. We have tools that can help you. We put out a newsletter. We're working on a blog. We have the resources, doctors and nurses. We can get your questions answered. So,
Right.
we'd like to help you with that.
Right. We'd like to share a little bit of our experiences, our testimonies of the products that we found. I know myself, I've always had a lot of energy. I've always been very athletic, working out, playing sports a few days a week. And when I hit my 40s, I realized it was starting to get a little bit harder. And I never had the best diet, but I found I needed a little something extra. And once I added nutrition into my system and ate better, I found that I had the energy I needed to continue to be able to have my fun and run around, and I can run faster than when I was in college. I'm probably in better shape now than I was when I left college.
And I knew him in college. He is. I think the pain and that he's not having in his joints, and also he had dealt with some restless leg syndrome. We both dealt with his restless leg syndrome, not being able to sleep at night. That was huge for us, and it was a $10 bottle of magnesium. It was such a simple solution. And for me, I was actually always very low energy, and found that by adding whole grains, vegetable protein, and high fiber into my diet, I was able to stabilize my blood sugar, which I always had issues with, and just really give myself lots of energy to keep up with the 5 kids, and for the first time in my life, have energy at 41 years old, or 36 years old when I started doing this. So that was a huge gift for me, with the kids, just not getting sick, not even hardly ever getting any colds. Stomach viruses, that's a huge one. That was always my nightmare. One would get it would spread through the house. I'd be cleaning sheets and floors and everything else. So that's huge. It usually came around one of the holiday times. We just don't get that anymore. Everybody's got energy. My one son lost a ton of weight. My other one had allergies, and that was probably the one that I'm most proud of, because I was able to keep him off of allergy medication, which has horrible side effects, and probably would have been a prescription for the rest of his life. So that's huge. And the other thing I like to laugh about now is I've been talking at my kids about health and wellness for about 5 years now. So once in a while I'll catch them actually quoting me or paraphrasing what I've said, sometimes correctly, sometimes not so much. But that's huge that I've given them that gift.
Right. We're really excited. We think we found the best products, the most pure ingredients, the most well-tested products that really, really work to make your life better and make you a healthier person. We have many customers that can have great results. It's a long-standing company that's been around for 50 years, and you can meet the people who've been using these products for decades and see that they're not on prescription drugs, that they're healthy as can be, that they're still very active. So we'd really like to invite you to be a part of that. It's our dream to help other people realize how much better their lives can be and how much longer their lives can be active. So,
Give us a call.
all right, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.